Hello everyone and welcome to Quality Odds Games. Today we are starting a new Total War campaign in Rome Total War Remastered Barbarian Invasion as the Eastern Roman Empire. And first of all, thank you for everyone for voting for this campaign or the Pretty Eye Challenge campaign. The difficulties will be very hard on both cases, and the settings will be remastered except for the unit balancing. And without further ado, let's start. So our goal is to pretty much restore the central and eastern parts of the Roman Empire. So, let's check our goal. So it's we need to have 34 settlements, and we need to capture Rome and Carthage and keep Constantinople and Alexandria. And at the moment we are at the halfway to our target. And in the east we have to deal with Sassanids. Fortunately, our income at the moment is rather good. And of course here in the European continent we need to deal with quite a lot of barbarians. Of course, at the same time we want to start pushing against the Western Roman Empire. So let's make a quick check of our cities. I don't think that's worth building there. Thessalonica, how much will the mines benefit us? Not too much, but I think the port will be actually, well, relatively beneficial. And I think worth building nonetheless. And I think we need to train some extra troops there. In Sirmium, the public order is okay, and I guess this is one of the cities into which the barbarians will attack. And it's interesting, it's is it a Christian city? I think we will get rid of this temple and start to Christianize it. And at the same time I think we should get some more troops there. And let's get a diplomat going to negotiate with some of the enemies. And here I think building a fort would be beneficial. Except we will leave only one limitane there to keep us informed, or rather to keep the fort occupied and buy us time to man the bridge if the enemy tries to get across. In Constantinople the public order is okay. We should try to get some better legionaries, for example Plumbatari, and first cohorts at least at some point. I'm not sure we want to have this much ships. So this fleet can go. this fleet. Actually, I think in Sinope a port could be beneficial. It should bring rather nice amounts of trade. And then we need to do something to keep the city in check. For example, train some peasants. We have an army here, and Kotais is a rebel settlement, so that's one of our primary targets there. And I think we should send this unit of Hippotoxotai to reinforce that army. And in Caesarea, some more troops wouldn't go amiss. Another diplomat. I don't think we are going to need him because of the place he is. Where can I dismiss him? There, and he was a pagan besides. Antioch is doing okay. We can actually raise taxes a bit, at least for now. And there is a decent garrison. Tarsus is doing really great. So let's get some reinforcements there so we can move out the army. And Ankura should remain under control. Maybe we could actually bring these troops to the front after we lower the taxes. Ephesus not having a port, but when we have that port it's going to be just wonderful, and we can actually raise taxes there. And I think we should bring those fighting forces to the front pretty soon. Athens doing okay. I think it can do as it's doing. Then again, I might want to convert it. Salamis will stay under control, and the religion here can remain paganism. Sidon doing okay. It's nice that these larger cities are actually doing okay at the moment. And let's have some more troops there. Okay, so much for those larger cities being happy. So in Jerusalem and in Philadelphia we need to lower taxes, and Philadelphia quite a lot. Once again a diplomat. So what's causing the unrest here? At least some religions. Oh, actually, so this is a pagan settlement. I think we're going to demolish this one, and with the snap of fingers the population became happy. And Petra is a Christian settlement, so I think we are going to get it. And since that's a Christian diplomat, I think he can be beneficial. I don't think we want to have this spy here causing us extra upkeep. In Alexandria, public order is okay. And let's hope it remains so. In Kyrene, let's see, so it's a Christian settlement. I think we are going to get rid of this temple and build a Christian shrine at least soon. But first we are going to build it in Philadelphia, as this is more of a border town. And now we should consider how to move our forces. So Petra there is ripe for taking. I think these troops could and should be marched eastwards. We have some high-level military units in Salamis as well. I think they should be brought to the front. Perhaps at some point. Let's bring these ones. And from Ephesus at some point. Tarsus, I think we can send the army from here mostly to Antioch, which will be our staging area. And let's see, so this guy is going to be our general, leading the assault. And here too I think we should bring these better fighters to the front. And at least taking Hatra should make it for the enemy a bit more difficult to take the battle to us. I think these guys should be enough to capture Petra. And okay, so we're doing okay there. And from Athens I think these archers at the very least can be sent northwards. Here we need to have some more defenses before moving out. In Constantinople as well. But I think we want to... Well, maybe we don't want to attack the Western Roman Empire just yet. Let them be engaged first with the enemies, or rather with barbarians. So they will pull their troops out from the area, and that should open us some avenues to attack. And let's see if this city is also suffering. Okay, so time for that temple to go, and we can get rid of quite many of those units we are going training at the moment. Let's build those. Oh, not the shrine just yet, but here a shrine. And in Ankara, is this having the same problem? Almost. So I think we are going to get rid of this and get the shrine going, and we don't need to train that many peasants there. And I think we could even send this Legio Lanciarii out from there. And this Constantinople is a bit problematic. I think some archers will reinforce us rather well, but we are going to need a fighting army to take on those barbarian hordes and some other enemies. And I think this fleet could actually patrol there to prevent any enemy ships coming from here. Is this actually a Corvus Quainquereme? Nice. That's rather a good ship. So normal Quainquereme is decent, but this thing... Oh, is it rather similar? At least in the original Rome, I think it's better than the original Quainquereme. And I think we have our first turn done. So, oh, we are having currency crisis. Okay, I don't maybe want to recruit any mercenaries at any time, so I don't think that's too much of a problem. And I think these troops can move out from Thessalonica. Okay, but this settlement should be constantly converting to Christianity. Let's make it a bit more so. And I think we want to have Legion barracks here. And then let's bring the reinforcements to Kotais. I think that one unit of peasants is quite a little to use there, and it seems that Sassanid army is moving towards Caesarea, and let's bring so we could have some mercenaries, but I think Northern Front could actually use some fighters in there. And that port, well, at least at some point, could bring some benefits. Let's see if we have some mercenaries available here. Mercenary Alan horse archers, I don't think we want to recruit those. Let's recruit our own troops instead. And then these guys can go to Antioch as well. And I think Alexandria should train some peasants. It's going to be a problematic city. Sooner rather than later. Here, I don't think we want to keep that Legiolan CRE unit. Let's train some peasants instead. And I think the same holds true for Salamis. And let's bring another agent there to increase the Christianization of the area. And I think we have once again a turn. Okay. So the garrison in Kotais is a bit too strong for our initial army, so let's withdraw. But I think with the reinforcements we should be able to conquer the city. And actually, let's see if we offer map information. Will they give us something in turn? Oh. So could we actually get several thousand out of map information? That would actually really be something. Okay, so apparently not many thousand, but let's try to get a couple of thousand. That's balanced.
A most generous proposal.
Okay, well, that was nice. Let's go to find out some more barbarians. And then let's build that fort with the money they so friendly provided us. And I think we want to drive that rebel army out and build a fort there as well. So those forts should buy us a couple of turns. And here too. So I think this Temple of Sol Invictus should be good, and there should be quite a decent amount of extra trade when building of that is finished. And it seems Antioch is having some troubles with public order. Let's build an academy. And did we lose? Okay, so our faction heir was assassinated. I guess the culprits are here. And because of that, they will lose their city. Well, to be honest, I think they would have lost it anyway. And now it seems the Sassanid army has withdrawn a bit. And this is the assassin. Quite skilled one, by the way. Let's hope he doesn't kill the other family member there. Since we have constructed the initial ports, I think we should try to upgrade them. So at least in some places it will provide quite decent amount of extra income. Okay, no port there at all. I think the shipwright, yeah, very decent amount of money. From there, and in Alexandria we should make something to keep up the public order. The city is growing really fast. And here we can actually raise taxes a bit even. And I think the fighting forces from Ephesus can be sent to the European mainland to do battle. And I think that's the second turn. And it seems the Sassanids are reinforcing their defenses near Hatra. But I think we will just besiege the city nonetheless. If we can break this army here, I think pathway to the Sassanid heartland will be open to us. And here I don't think we are in a hurry, so let's try to starve them out, especially if they don't want to fight. And there are quite a lot of rebels emerging in this area, and it seems Kotais has submitted to being besieged. That's excellent news. And I think highways will be very beneficial in these areas. Let's see about the religion. Okay, so we should be able to keep public order up here. Okay, no paved roads even. What about Athens? I think we could upgrade the cavalry stables there. so that we can get the troop production going at full pace at some point. And we do have quite a decent army here, and I think we should send it to reinforce the besieging force near Hatra. And I think we have a turn unless we find Sarmatians, so maybe they would want to have ceasefire, maybe trade rights, maybe they would want to pay from map information, still generous. Okay. Nice. So, apparently the diplomatic systems or parameters have been improved for the gameplay for this remastered version, so it would seem. And I guess that laurel leaf there indicates there is a governor. And we have a turn. Oh, and we managed to draw the Sassanid army to a bridge, and we might even be in a position to beat it. So basically, this went better than I even imagined it could go. Maybe this formation will work a bit better. So do they have archers or slingers? Apparently not. Only javelin men. I think we might be able to win the battle here. And of course these javelin men here are already taking quite a beating. Then again, we need to conserve our ammo, but for the time when the enemy starts to cross the bridge, those clipinary might be problematic for us. So it might be actually wise to focus fire on them. Oh, there are desert archers. So they are the main target for now. And mountain slingers. At least for the moment those slingers are not firing. And it seems our Hippotoxotai are able to hit them. So this is going rather well. Let's see if we can do any damage to these clipinaries. Well, at least one of them went down, actually. I have to be honest, that was a bit surprising. Okay, so several are going down per shot. Since they are the best units the enemy has, I think focus firing on them, even though the damage is not that great, is beneficial if we can rout them faster. Because in melee they are murderous with those maces of theirs and with those heavy armors their horses have. And it seems we are hitting some camel riders as well. But what are the Sassanids waiting for? Of course, I appreciate that they choose to be shot at for a while, but they might want to try to get across rather soon. I guess it has something to do with these. So did we take down any of these this turn? Or rather with this shot? I guess we are hitting some of these Levi spearmen as well. But it seems it's time to stop firing at those. Let's give those slingers one volley and then those desert archers a couple of volleys if they are planning to come to fire at us. I guess one shot more and then we need to start to conserve the ammunition. And let's speed up the things a bit. Oh, you are not going to go across. Most definitely not. Okay. And of course, that unit trying to get across did skewer our formation here. But at least the first unit is breaking. Okay, I guess we don't need to worry about those peasants too much. Let's worry about those Clipinaries. And the Comitatenses should worry about those Clipinari as well. I think we can drive those peasants off with this cavalry. Or with these archers. And this pathfinding here is infuriating, to be honest. How difficult can it be to move directly from point A to point B? But apparently that can be really difficult. And then they break. And those Clibinari are still standing strong there. We could really use these guys back in line. Good. And it seems these comitatenses are still standing strong. That's good. And at least the enemies are taking heavier casualties than we. Some Clibinaris have gone down, but still the battle could go a bit better. So the peasants are giving it another try, it seems. Hopefully the enemy will soon run out of arrows. And the battle will be quite long if we just have to wait for the enemy to make up their moves or maybe their minds. I guess those Clibinari will attack after they have shot all of their arrows. Well, at least these Levi spearmen are moving forwards and going down as well. And they are at least winded or exhausted. So are these the... yeah, those are the Clibinaris that are firing. Let's hope they run out of ammo rather soon. And let's also hope that these Eastern archers would make a more lucrative target than the comitatenses. I guess these guys have about 20 arrows per soldier. So they can still fire maybe some of them. But they should start running out of arrows rather soon. And perhaps these Levi spearmen will start to rout rather soon as well. If nothing else, the enemies have taken quite heavy casualties in this battle, so they shouldn't have that much of an army to face us again. Okay, and it seems the Clibinari are pushing through. And now it's time for the comitatenses to show what they are made of. Okay. And I think... Okay, good. And then let's take care of the... as many of the enemies as possible. We don't want to see them in the battlefield again. And rather a nice victory, even though I say so myself. And I guess that army was completely wiped out. And let's see if we can retrain at least some of these. I think those Eastern archers are really wonderful units. So, some Clibinary Nomad archers, Levi spearmen. I think we will win, but the question is how many casualties will we take? Let's see. Over 1,000. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, no matter. At least we can retrain some of these troops. And then... so this is really a Zoroastrian settlement. And I think if we try to Christianize it, it wouldn't go too well. At least just yet. So let's build stone walls and then arena there. And then about Constantinople, one more turn until the barracks are completed. And here Salona is rather lightly defended, so it will make a rather nice target to assault. So obviously I have made up my mind to attack the Western Roman Empire rather right away. Let's see about that shipwright. Will it bring any benefits? Not too much. Okay. I guess area. I think shipwright might be benefit. Oh, or then not. In Tarsus, let's make mines or trader. Sidon, maybe shipwright. It will bring some more money. In Jerusalem we are going to need to have improved public order and some more peasants. In Philadelphia, I think the governor could go somewhere else at least soon. And in Alexandria we are going to need some more peasants. Kotais will last a couple of more turns and Petra 2 more turns. Ephesus is building it seems things are relatively well in the Empire. So we have an assassin somewhere, okay? He's where he's supposed to be, at least for the moment. Oh, and I should actually try to get some money out of those Roxolani Vandals and Huns. Ctesiphon will be our next target in this area.
A most generous proposal.
Let's try with 2000 once again.
A most generous
Nice.
proposal.
So maybe the Vandals are somewhere around here, at least the Huns are. And in Hatra, I think an arena would be nice at some point, but then we need to have some more troops. Let's make some Equites Auxilia and Legiolanciari, or Lanciari. I guess that's how they are supposed to be pronounced in Latin-speaking world. And of course, we just came here to help the Western Roman Empire to take out some rebels. And we are really bringing these reinforcements only to take out some more rebels that might be in the area. So, at the moment we are able to train Legiolanciari and Comitatenses. So the morale is 6, while Legiolanciari have 6 as well. I think we will go with Comitatenses. And since we have no better things to do, I think we will start building mines and improve roads. Nice thing playing... Oh, Caesarea will need this building most definitely soon. The nice thing playing Eastern Roman Empire is that they do have money. So that's not going to be a problem, at least anytime soon. And we have a turn. So we need to make some new buildings in Alexandria and in Caesarea. And here we are going to have a battle. Okay, some desert cavalry, mountain men, peasants. I think our archers should be able to take care of the enemy missile cavalry, while the Comitatenses or Legiolanciari will take care of the enemy infantry. So we should be in really good position to take care of the enemy army. And since that's a Christian settlement, I don't think we will have too much difficulties in maintaining public order there. And it seems that cavalry unit isn't even trying to come here. So those peasants are going to break about now. Oh, not just yet. And then I think those mountain men are going to break really soon. There. And then we have only those enemy missile cavalry left to face us. I think one volley there should cause quite a few casualties. And let's send that cohort to fight those. And they are breaking once again. And then let's take care of that desert cavalry. Okay. I guess that was not the smartest thing to do. And we have a victory. Not as clear a victory as I would have expected or hoped, but victory nonetheless. And I guess we will just occupy it. And a suitable husband. Where can he be found? In Constantinople. And I guess he will take charge of our defensive forces in this area. And we have Vandals incoming. So let's try to negotiate with these guys.
A most generous proposal.
And then let's have a discussion with the Vandals.
Our patience is limited.
Okay, they don't want to have ceasefire.
Quick. Our patience is limited.
So basically I think I need to send these troops to aid in the bridge defense and these troops as well. And perhaps I should buy some mercenaries too. And in Sirmium, let's see if we have some mercenaries available. Apparently not. Well, I think we will just attack. And do we have some mercenaries in this area? Apparently not. So we just need to keep training more troops there. And I think Athens could start producing those cavalry units already. And then we had, in Caesarea we need to have the proconsul's palace. Jerusalem is problematic. In Alexandria, I think that monastery, or rather cathedral, will be good. And what's the problem in here? And in Petra, the public order is really low. And the problem there is distance to capital, culture penalty and unrest. I think we should be able to tackle at least some of those issues there. And unfortunately it seems we cannot retrain the units here. So let's send these to reinforce Hatra, while the army in Hatra will start to move out. And towards Ctesiphon. Was there an additional city there? Or are they concentrated in that area? I guess one of those forts will be besieged quite soon. And we have a turn. And let's hope this was Caesarea. Yeah. And it was a good thing we have that, or had that fort there. It will buy us some time. And I think it will be mostly our missile cavalry that need to win this battle. And these guys are not really that useful in battle. So let's bring them here. And hopefully we can withdraw there with the cavalry when the need arises. So herdsmen, light cavalry, steppe lancers are actually a bit more difficult opponent to face. I think we should go a bit more forwards so that we can begin firing, especially against these lancers. And those steppe horse archers, of course, are going to be difficult as they are horse archers as well, but taking down the enemy melee cavalry will go a long way in making this battle easier for us. And let's start running towards those infantry of us, if we can, and of course attacking those lancers will go a long way in aiding us, especially if they turn their back to us. This kind of battle tactics requires quite a lot of micromanagement actually. You need to be constantly vigilant so that a surprising turn from the enemy won't be too big of a surprise. And then the herdsmen are about to arrive. Let's hope these guys will break soon. Not too many of them left, but there are quite a few of these herdsmen. Fortunately, the enemy missile cavalry seems to want to stay out of the battle. Okay, those guys have been destroyed. And then the herdsmen will charge to their demise. There is not too much of a comeback for them. So much for that. And then we still have that enemy missile cavalry to deal with. And unfortunately, it will be rather well rested. So I think we need to rest as well. Only 2 herdsmen left. So much for that. Indeed, I think we should have rather fresh troops when we go to engage there. Because it's going to be a melee eventually there. And since it's missile cavalry as well, I think we will begin by firing at them. And from this side, since there is a tower there. Okay, Once again winded. So let's rest for a while. And we are ready to go. Our missile superiority should make the numbers even more favorable to us. Which is the case. Okay. That seemed like he wanted to jump off the horse. And then those guys should break or die. And we have a victory. Oh, that's not good. Well, at least the public order in Constantinople is in order. But could we actually send... Maybe we don't want to send since he's a pagan. But the governor of Athens... Well, maybe we don't want to have a filthy-minded leader in Constantinople. Well, let's see. Good to have some more mercenaries. And let's see about this Kotais. And it's actually in pretty decent shape. And I think this is everything for today. I'm going to add a link to the video description about some video about the division of the Roman Empire. So go to check that out if you want to have some information about how things really happened during this time. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you will be notified whenever a new video is released, and that will of course help me quite a lot. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games out.